the United States. And this is obviously a cause for concern and requires a heightened state of alert. But it's not a cause for alarm. The Department of Health and Human Services has declared a public health emergency as a precautionary tool to ensure that we have the resources we need at our disposal to respond quickly and effectively.
And the President says the flu scare is one more example of why the U.S. can't fall behind in research. Now, let's turn back to New York and those swine flu cases there. Officials say they confirmed a total of 28. That's up from 8 that we knew about yesterday. Mayor Michael Bloomberg held a news conference a short while ago. Take a look.
This in no way indicates a change in the size of the population affected. It just means that we have more data back confirming what we already suspected and talked about yesterday. We believe that there were probably more than 100 cases of swine flu at the school, and lab tests are confirming what we have suspected. Cases that we suspected were swine flu have been confirmed to be swine flu, and every one of the 45 confirmed or probable cases is associated with the school. So the biggest piece of news today is that 4 to 5 days after seeing the first signs of the swine flu in Queens, we are still dealing with a single cluster of swine flu cases, all associated with this one.
And the mayor really wanted to emphasize today there's no indication of a city-wide outbreak. Rather, all the cases seem to be confined to that one school, 28 students, many of them, of course, who had gone to Mexico. Let's turn also to something else we were watching in New York today, and people were watching and couldn't believe what they were seeing. Take a look. We've got a picture here. A huge jet flying low over lower Manhattan. 2 F-16s escorting a military 747 over New York City. It was part of a photo shoot, we're told. The FAA knew about it. NYPD knew about it. A lot of us did not know about it. A lot of civilians there had no idea. So hundreds of people were evacuated from their buildings thinking something was wrong and thinking the worst, and understandably so, given what that city and this country has gone through back on 9/11. We'll be talking with reporter Tom Crook about all this at the bottom of the hour. We return now to a story we're not going to be too far from. The swine flu. Concerns over the swine flu outbreak have caused the closing of a private school in South Carolina. Officials at the Newberry Academy took the action today as precaution. That move after some students returned from a trip to Mexico, where else with flu-like symptoms. Test results on the students expected shortly, so we could see the numbers of confirmed cases in the U.S. go up. Mexico, meanwhile, where it all started. Now, health officials there, but the number of deaths believed to be caused by swine flu has risen sharply.
Ellos están trabajando en el proceso de investigación